Hey man, say man, it's your boy Chubb, and welcome to the channel. As you can see by the title, we're gonna be getting into this story, man, about how I forced my way into a Division I SEC football team. Before we get to that though, make sure you subscribe, comment, and like this video. So let's get into it. So anytime I tell somebody I played at the University of Tennessee, they think I was like a 4 or 5 star or something. You know what I'm saying? Some crazy word. Like, I didn't have no stars coming out of high school. It's crazy because I didn't even play my senior year. I broke my foot going into my senior year of high school in the summertime playing 7-on-7. It was a crazy freak accident. I broke a bone in my foot called the navicular. They was talking about at the hospital that, oh, this is a career-ending injury and most people don't come back from this and whoop-de-whoop. Anyways, I ended up breaking that bone in my foot, but I didn't know it was broke. I was still running, practicing. I convinced myself it was a high ankle sprain, so I tried to push through the pain. So about a month later, I ended up going to get an x-ray, and at the doctor they told me that, you know, this is like a career-ending injury. Most athletes don't bounce back from this, and you know, do I want to do it the natural way and let it heal, or do I want to get screws? But they were saying like this could be something that could damage your nerves or whatnot. So I ended up doing the natural way, just letting it heal on its own. End up getting cleared after the season was over. So I got back to working out, training, getting right, and then I went to some camps. So this D3 school seen me, and you know they was real persistent because I had some Division II schools that had interest in me, but once I broke my foot, you already know that shit was out the window. So I had this D3 school, you know, talk to me, Maryville College, and they just was real persistent. It was either there, Bacone, or Langston. Langston was a school that I was looking into. So, you know, I ended up going to Maryville College. I was turning up. I ain't gonna lie, I was turning up at a lot of camps. I didn't really go to no like Division I camps or anything like that. All my camps I was going to was like those multi-college camps where it's like 30 schools at one event, but all them schools not really showing up. It's just representatives, and to be honest, they wasn't looking at me. I was a 5'8", like a $170, and I played running back. You know what I'm saying? So Division I schools, I was not the prototype, and I didn't have the size. I had the speed. Don't get me wrong. I was fast. I ran like a 4.49, I think, coming out of high school. 4.48, 4.49 coming out of high school. So, you know, I had the speed, but I just didn't have the size. And it wasn't a lot of schools that was going to take a chance on developing me. So most of the schools I was talking to was either Division III schools or like an NAIA school or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't trying to go to no JUCO or NAIA. I was like, I'm trying to be at least a division. You know what I'm saying? That's just where my mentality is, because I didn't have nobody helping me, you know, through high school. Like, I didn't have no big cousin or no coach that was really just feeding me knowledge on the college, you know, way, like how to get to school. You know what I'm saying? But I had that hunger. Nobody outworked me. I don't think college, high school, like that drive, that energy, that energetic, you know, that aura, like nobody was pushing that shit like me. I ain't saying I was the strongest or the fastest, but I damn for sure had the energy and worked the hardest. But that's just me personally. I feel like I always, you know what I'm saying, gave it my all. You know what I'm saying? I'm always bringing the juice. You know what I'm saying? I was the juice man. High school, middle school, college, like I was that juice man. Like, I'm bringing that juice, I'm bringing that energy. I'm the person that's gonna rally, you know what I'm saying? The squad, like, yo, we here, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Weight room, games, anything, we attacking it all. You know, so it was just I felt like I lacked just the knowledge of how to get to that Division I level. I had the skill set, I had the speed, I had the hunger for it, you know. But it was just certain things that you just have to be hip to get that certain exposure, make those type of connections to get you to the next level. So boom, I get to this Division III school, and you know, I'm still, it was a mental game for me. Although, you know, my foot was healed, I still had those aches and pains, and then it was just the mental part. What if I'm not healed? Like, what if I'm not, finished in my process? What if I get hurt? All these what ifs. So I really had to battle that mental part coming off that injury. So in practice, I'll be letting up, or if I feel a little pain, I start, limping a little bit. So it was just attack on that mental part. I just had to get over that hump. So I did end up playing my freshman year. As I think about it now, I'm like, dang, I wish I would have sat out and not played, my true freshman year, because that took out some eligibility. But I started off as a special teams guy, going down on kickoff, cracking shit, kickoff return, returning and blocking, like going crazy, special teams, killing. And then I end up playing, I think, like the last 2 or 3 games in the backfield, end up scoring in the last game, like turning up off a screen to the crib, like some crazy work. And that was my freshman year. After my freshman season, after turning up, I was like, you know what? That was fun, but we had a lot of depth in the running back room. I beat out a lot of guys. I was on the scout team, but I just used this year eligibility. I ended up scoring at the end, but I was like, what? I really want more. So I was going around looking at Division II schools, and I ended up seeing this one school. It was like their first year going into D2, and it was at Wheeling Jesuit. That's in Wheeling, I think it's West Virginia. So end up going out there, going to a camp, turning up, but it's a small world, bro. Like, you think of the world like, dang, it's billions and billions of people, but it's so small, it's so interconnected, especially in the football world. Because I say that because when I went there, I turned up, I showed out, and I was telling the coach that, the school I was at previously, because I already withdrew and everything from the school. I was like, the school I was at previously was Maryville College. Guess what? The dude that was the head coach for the football team used to play at Maryville College, so he knew my head coach. So he ended up chopping it up with my coach. My coach hit me, bro, like, what's going on? You trying to leave with you? I'm like, bro, coach, I feel like I can do more. Like, I know it's more meant for me, it's more out there for me. I wanna go up the ladders. I don't wanna just be D3, I wanna, move up. So he ended up convincing me coming back. So I ended up going back. I'm competing with the starting position for a senior that's an all-time leading rusher. But I'm talking about, we a dynamic duo. Like, we every day, bro, we pushing each other harder. Like, our running back room was rolling, bro. We had some dudes, bro. And as a sophomore, I'm going stupid. Like, I think I had like 4 or 5 touchdowns in one game, going crazy. Like, we was really like that. We ended up winning our conference, undefeated, going to the college playoffs, Division III. We ended up getting beat out, but we had a hell of a season. Got a ring and everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Went crazy, bro. I'm talking about, like, we had a hell of a squad, bro. We was stacked. Everything you need, offensively, defensively, like, we was really the ones for real. But me, had a conversation with my coach about, just I wanted more, bro. I wanted more. Even getting a ring, going undefeated, having a stud squad wasn't enough. Like, I'm like, coach, I still have this yearning for more. Like, I really want to go D1. And then Tennessee was only 15, 20 minutes down the road. So I'm like, coach, like, I know you used to, you walked on at Tennessee. You had a teammate that walked on and ended up playing. Like, what's up, coach? Like, you think you can help me out? Coach looked me in my face and was like, talking about Reggie Bush and all these other guys, that play in the NFL, and talking about their size in comparison to me. He's like, you're not really the prototype for, a Division I running back. I took that as, you can't do it. I let that add fuel to the fire of what I was already feeling. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang, so you telling me that I can't go D1? And think about it. Most people, Division III to D1, like, most people not gonna say like that's attainable. But I knew, I could do this. So I ended up talking to one of our coaches. He actually played in the NFL and at Tennessee. He was our tight end coach. And I was like, you know, coach, this is what I'm really feeling. You know, can you think you can put a word in for me? So I ended up, you know, praying on it, thinking and just, you know, meditating on what I wanted. And I was like, you know what? This is something that I want to do for real, because it was about that time. So my coach put a word in for me, and ended up calling the running back coach and putting me on the phone with him. So I ended up talking to the running back coach at the time, and I'll never forget this. So I'm talking to him, chopping it up, and he was like, so what's your size? And I told him I was like, I'm 5'8", 175. I bullshit you not. This man laughed on the phone, straight like, all right, I'm gonna get back with you, and hung up the phone. You know that right there set it out for me. Not only do I got my coach telling me, you know, I ain't the prototype, but now I see it for myself. The running back coach at the time laughed in my face. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna get back with you. Hung up, like straight like that. I ain't gonna lie. I was ripped. I was shredded, but I was small though. 175, 5'8", Division 1. It ain't. You don't see that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I ain't accepting that. So I ended up pulling up to the school, and you know the crazy thing about Division 1 teams and the facilities is the security is on one. So I'm pushing up to the school, bro. I'm talking about pulling up to the facility. They got access codes where we got to put a code in to get to the door, but I'm getting through the doors. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody holding the door open, boom. Can I get through there? Where's the football office is tight. So I'm going in so consistently that they recognizing my face, like I'm just here, like I'm an athlete. You know what I'm saying? I'm passing up the front desk, the receptionist. I'm passing up coaches. I'm passing up the admin administrators. I'm passing up counselors. I'm going to the meeting rooms. I'm just here. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking through, talking to coaches, chopping it up. They know I don't play here, but I end up getting in contact with one of the recruiters, and he was kind of like, you know, we don't have a walk-on process. You know, if you enroll into the school, then you know you can do essentially a tryout, and if we like what we see, you can stay on the team type. So I met with the recruiter in person and just talked it up, make sure everything was solidified that he said. But you know, I still had a feeling that, you know, it could be true or it could not be. I told myself, if I get accepted into into school at Tennessee, I'm gonna make the team. So I end up submitting my application, everything. I got accepted. You know, I'm teed at this point. I'm like, you know, God answered my prayer. Like, now it's time to really just prove myself and grind and work. So I'm working in Maryville, staying out there, and I'm traveling to school every day. And I'm like, you know what, this is getting old. I need to go on and move on campus. So I go on and move on campus. It was easier too, because I was still pushing up to the facility, you know what I'm saying, showing my face. I'm going to the little clubs. I'm going to the little spots where the athletes hang out, chopping it up with them, showing my face like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying, I'm finna be your teammate. I'm finna walk on to the team. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be seeing my face more often. I'm talking about every weekend. Oh, everybody at the club? Where clubs the football players be at? Oh, they at Studio X. Okay, bet. I'm in Studio X, turned up. Might bring some of my teammates from other school. I'm turned up. Oh shit, he look like an athlete. Hey, what up with you? For sure. My name's such and such, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to be walking on, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be up here pushing up, you know what I'm saying? So I can get to know y'all and whatnot, because we finna be teammates. So boom. After a while, you know what I'm saying? I think it was winter, around February, January, February, end up having spring ball. So that's when I get on the team. Before that, you know, I'm training, getting reps in the indoor. You know what I'm saying? The coach's offices is right above the turf. So I'm in there training, getting it in, getting routes in, footwork stuff, because I know the coach is up there, so they gonna see me. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is that? Such and such, got a little speed on, woo-de-woo, you know what I'm saying? Putting in work before I'm even on the team. So then I get on the team, and it's like, you know, this whole tryout process or whatnot, getting the gear, working out. I'm like, oh yeah, we going crazy. Mind you, I'm still 5'8", 175. I'm going crazy, showing my energy, showing that juice. You know, I'm comfortable because I already knew this was gonna happen. So at this point, I'm just gelling in with the rest of the teammates. I'm making sure everybody know who it is that just stepped in the building. Like, we teammates now. We really getting it in. Showing the coaches what I can do. Anything, special team, scout team, I'm on everything, going crazy. So, a couple weeks into screen ball, COVID hit. Because COVID hit, I felt like it was a setback. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, I ain't really get to show everything I wanted to show. I hope they, you know, hit me back with that call. So they called me and they was like, you know what? You know, we want you to come back to the squad. So I'm like, bet, it's over with. I'm on the squad. I'm on the team at this point, bro. It ain't no tryout process no more. After COVID hit, that week or two we was off, if you didn't get a call back, you didn't make the team. I got that call back. Oh, I'm here now. I'm locked in. Man, when I tell you, bro, going through reps, going on scout team, turning up, I'm giving hell to the defense. Oh, you supposed to run this play? Boom, I'm running it. Oh, we just turned up, we scored. They want us to do it again. You know what? I just went that way, but you think I'm stupid. No, I'm finna cut back on your ass. I'm not finna get hit. Nah, I ain't getting tackled. Nah, I'm finna scope. I'm finna turn up. I'm finna show you, yeah, we finna get better. Iron sharpen iron, you hear me? Like, it was crazy, bro. Passing up security, you know, meeting the players before I'm on the team. Like, it was just, everything was just in sequence. You know what I'm saying?